Want a sword? Get a mentor. Hey, it's Nina Carmichael. We made this video is probably because you're the most ambitious person in your circle. You know you're capable of more and you get the punch by surrounding yourself with the best. So today let's learn from one of the best, my husband Evan Carmichael, the number one reason that you are not winning. Enjoy! Okay, let's kick it off with rule number one, believe.
Whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. Right? Whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. One of the biggest reasons why entrepreneurs don't win, because you don't believe in yourself enough. It's why do I have this channel? Why is my one word believe? Look at the back of Nina's sweater. There it is, right? Believe. That's it. It's so important. There's so many, you guys are geniuses. There's so many geniuses, massively talented people out there with amazing ideas that can change the world, but you don't go off and crush it because you don't believe in yourself enough. I think the two biggest problems in the world are, one, recognizing that you have Michael Jordan level talent at something, believing that you have something in you, that you're not meant to just wake up and photocopy your life every day working for somebody else, just believing that. And two, then believing in that ability. Believing that you have Michael Jordan level talent at something, and then when you found it, believing in it enough to chase it down every day to get better, because you need to beat on your craft, because it may be something that's totally outside what is normal in your family, because it may be something way outside what is normal for your culture or your society or your community, but you have to go off and do that crazy thing. And it's really hard to believe in yourself enough to chase it down, especially when it's against what everybody around you is saying and what they believe. And so, great, yes, I need to believe in myself, amazing. How do you do it? What's the process? How do you gain self-belief? You need to eliminate the negativity in your life and replace it with belief. So think about, what are the thoughts, who are the people, what are the things around you that keep you where you are, that keep these negative patterns in your head? Is it your parents? Is it your friends? Is it the TV shows you're watching, the media you're consuming? Like, what is it that is toxic, that makes you feel small? And as much as possible, you either cut it out of your life or reduce the exposure. If it's your mom who's always on you and says you can't go be an entrepreneur, maybe you just don't talk about your career with your mom. You put boundaries up. I don't want to talk about this. There's other things that we have in common. You focus on that stuff. You lay out the ground rules. You make them respect you. And you don't talk about the things that you know is going to lead to conflict. And for other people, you may need to just completely cut them out of your life. If it's your best friend from growing up, just because you were friends in grade 4 doesn't mean you should still be friends with adults. A lot of our friendships are out of convenience. You're with people just because it's convenient to be with people. But you've grown apart, and you have to recognize that. If somebody is toxic around you, you shouldn't be with them. And if you are, it's just micro doses. And so you need to cut out a lot of the crap in your life. Anything that's causing negativity or self-doubt needs to be eliminated from your life as much as possible. Great, now you have a vacuum. Now you've got this hole, not as this void inside you. Great, what do? You fill it up with positivity. You fill it up with belief. My channel is a pretty good resource. I got this channel, I got the other channels. We got 3 videos plus a day coming out across my channels, that if you want more belief in your life, here's a great resource for you. But forget about me, it's not about me. It's about you. What makes you feel belief? If it's watching videos, great. If it's listening to a podcast, reading a book, doing an act of service, meditating, prayer, whatever the thing is that helps you feel belief, do that every single day. Fill yourself up with it. I inject myself with so much vitamin C belief. I see belief as this injection that I put into myself every day. I have so much of it in me that if somebody sneezes their toxicity on me, I'm not going to get sick because I've done the work, because I'm surrounded with so much belief. That's what you need for your life as well.
If you want to have more confidence and motivation, check out our 254 series. The link is in the description below.
And you have an overview of what your book is all about, and you write into them. There's usually a general email address so you can connect with them.
You can use rejection as fuel to help you go off and do something bigger, and motivation to, I'm going to prove them wrong.
Surround yourself with greatness. If you want to be more confident, you need to surround yourself with things that make you feel confident.
Rule number 2, find your one word.
Nobody wants to work with somebody who doesn't have integrity. But what is integrity? What does that mean for you? How do you find it? How do you know what you stand for? For me, it all comes down to values. When you understand what you stand for as a human being, when you know what your most important core value is, then you know how to live with integrity, and you know how to build a business based around integrity as well. And so the process that I go through is your one word. I wrote a book about it. You can read it, you can pick it up and understand how to apply it to your business and your life. But at the core is figuring out, if I had to stand for one thing as a human being, what is that thing? And so a quick process. Let's go through this quick exercise together. You can pick up the book later. Right now, think about one. Who was your favorite teacher growing up? You've had lots of teachers growing up through high school, university, elementary school. Who was your favorite teacher? It wasn't because they taught you grade 10 math. There was a reason. What was it? Who was the person and what was it? 2, what was your favorite movie growing up? Pick your favorite movie and why. And then 3, who's your favorite entrepreneur? Who's the person that you look up to the most? Who did you learn the most from? Who do you most want to emulate? If I run through that scenario for myself, number 1, my favorite teacher is Madame Farr growing up at my school, Crescent School. She always believed in me. She always helped me. She always guided me. She helped take me from being a B student to an A+ student in my final year. She made me feel like it was possible. 2, my favorite movie is Seabiscuit. It's about this racehorse that's too small and a jockey that's too big and an owner that has no money and a trainer that's down on his luck. And they all seem to come together to build this racehorse that goes off and wins a whole bunch of races and helps lift the nation based off a true story. I've seen that movie at least 30 times. 3, my favorite entrepreneur is A.P. Giannini. He started Bank of America. He was the guy who first gave immigrants in America money as a loan. He lent money to people based off of a handshake and a look in their eye, if you can imagine. He gave Walt Disney the money to have his first feature-length cartoon. Everybody thought he was crazy. And so what's a common thread through all that? Between Madame Farr, Seabiscuit, A.P. Giannini, they may all seem totally disconnected. They're not. If I had to write down 3 characteristics, this is what you should do. You write down your 3 names, and then you have 3 characteristics for each one. The word believe pops off the sheet for me. I think about all of them, and believe comes out. Madame